Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Summer of '69, which is a new teenage high school comedy coming to you from co-writer and director Jillian Bell, interestingly enough, who also pops up in the film in a small role. But this film focuses on Sam Morellos' Abby, who seeks to impress her crush by learning a specific sexual position. Yes, this is not the summer of the year '69, it's the position, and enlists a stripper's help. However, she realizes true self-discovery and lasting friendship are more valuable. And sure, has this setup of like this oblivious young teenage girl wants to learn how to 69 to impress her crush. And it's just like, don't you love like raunchy teenage comedies and their setups like this? And then you have this story with Abby, like I mentioned, played by Sam Morellos, who connects with Chloe Feynman's character, who happens to be a stripper. And it's that odd couple kind of comedy where they don't seem like they would get along at all, but they find friendship, they find validation in each other, they feel, and they find connection. And this self-discovery, the self-worth that they develop over the course of this film because each other helping them realize those things. And honestly, it's pretty uplifting. It's pretty charming. It's nice. It has a good message. And then you throw in all kinds of crazy elements to this film. And what I appreciate, and this probably might not be the most surprising, is the crush the most important thing? At the end of the day, it's not. It's the friends we make along the way. And I think Feynman and Morellos have really good chemistry together. I think Morellos makes for a good, quirky kind of young woman that we can get behind. Feynman is very funny and does a great job. And you have, the likes of, Paula Pell, who plays, the owner of this strip club, and Charlie Day, who plays this really sleazy guy who's there to, buy this strip club. Because then it turns into, how Abby gets this stripper to get involved, and it's convoluted, with the motivations and money involved and all of these things. You even have Natalie Morales, who plays Feynman's ex-classmate, who she's jealous of, and those kinds of elements. There's a lot going on in this film. Surprisingly enough, they add in a whole bunch of extra layers, but the whole connection with the strip club, and they throw in homage motifs, very overt ones to risky business, and including doing the risky business dance to old time rock and roll. And seeing Abby grow throughout this film is very charming. The crush guy, he's pretty much a non-character and doesn't really add much, because at the end of the day, this whole entire setup is there to develop this friendship. And you buy into this friendship, and I like them together, and I think they had some good chemistry. I think what their characters do for each other, I think is really impactful and empowering. And there's a really fun climax to this film, including Abby and stripper pole. And it's a fun film. Not all the jokes land. Some of them are a little too, out there, raunchy and weird and different. There's also some moments that are why are we going here? It's a little bit too convoluted and overstuffed at times. But when you strip it all down to its message and to its two leads, this really has something nice to say and meaningful and impactful, and delivers it with some flair, some raunchiness, and some humor, and some heart right there at the center. But those are my thoughts on Summer of '69. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.